Hi, everyone. When it comes to narcissists, there is one thing you must understand is that relationships are just a cruel game to them because it's not about love, it's about control. They consider it a win when they can control you. However, believe it or not, they live in fear every day because there's a hidden truth that their victims do not know. And so their biggest fear is for you to find out that hidden truth someday. And here's the hidden truth: narcissists will no longer be able to control you when you decide to take back your power and focus on hope, healing, and recovery. Let me say this again. The hidden truth is narcissists will no longer be able to control you when you decide to take back your power and focus on hope, healing, and recovery. The narcissists are fearfully aware that when you fully recover, it's game over. So, for those of you who have been involved with a narcissist and are now healing from that relationship, pay attention. This is truly a game changer because when you heal, you will no longer be attracted to narcissists. Now that their biggest fears is exposed, let's turn our attention to reclaiming our power. Today, I want to offer you some words of encouragement and share some wisdom to help bring closure and understanding to that chapter of your life. No matter what emotional pain you've experienced, it's not the end of the world. Hope, healing, and recovery is possible. It's important to be patient with yourself when you're healing from narcissistic abuse because it's a process. You will need to grieve the loss and maybe consider seeking counseling to help you through the healing. You are not alone, and know that most people have dealt with a narcissist who were their friends, romantic partners, family members, or strangers at the workplace. Narcissists are everywhere, unfortunately, and sooner or later, we have all encountered them or will encounter them and their narcissistic abuse. Remember, nobody's perfect, and we all make mistakes. When the emotional hurt and wounds are fresh, it feels hopeless, and you feel you'll die from a broken heart. But trust me, time will heal your heart. The first step is to allow yourself to grieve. You'll cry a lot, and that's okay. Turn to your close friends, family, or loved ones for emotional support. And I would even recommend you seek professional counseling to help you grieve with a neutral party in a safe space. As you work through the grieving process, things will get better and you will feel hopeful after a while. Don't be hard on yourself and expect immediate relief and healing. Life's trauma and losses take time to process, and the time it takes will vary from person to person because every person and relationship is unique. We need to realize every journey provides us with opportunities to learn and grow. And with growth, we need to learn the lessons well so that we can become the best version of ourselves. Growing pains are always painful, but often necessary for our own personal and spiritual growth. When we are in the trees of suffering and emotional pain, it's very difficult to see the forest, the higher perspective. A professionally trained counselor will be able to help us heal and lead us out of the trees so we can see the forest. As healing takes place, you'll first notice the peace in your life compared to the chaos and drama you experienced when you were with the narcissist. Then, as you get adjusted to this new feeling of peace in your life, your counselor will help you identify all your unresolved childhood wounds that need to be healed so that you can heal from them. It's in this recovery stage that you can begin to forgive others and yourself, learn the lessons, and most importantly, learn self-love. Self-love is a game changer because it will prevent you from repeating the destructive patterns in relationships. You develop self-love, you will also find happiness from within. So let me say this again. It's in the recovery stage that you can begin to forgive yourself and others. Learn the lessons, and most importantly, learn self-love. Self-love is a game changer because it will prevent you from repeating the destructive patterns of behaviors and relationships. You develop self-love, you will also find happiness from within. Self-love and finding happiness from within are the keys to being a healthy partner, to attract a healthy partner. Likes attract likes. And that's why we need to recognize when we continually attract unhealthy partners into our lives, it's because we are unhealthy ourselves. I had dated a narcissist many years ago, and I remember my counselor said to me, healthy people gravitate towards healthy people. Those words of wisdom really hit home with me because I realized I wasn't healthy and was therefore attracting unhealthy partners. That was a major reality check for me. And again, don't beat yourself up when you realize you've been unhealthy because most people have had dysfunctional role models growing up. Know that your parents or caretakers did their best with what they knew, given whatever environment they grew up in themselves. So, an essential part of healing is not only to forgive the past and those who have been intentionally or unintentionally hurt you, but also to learn the lessons well for our own personal growth. Learning the lessons well will help you avoid making the same mistakes in the future. Another part of healing is taking responsibility by realizing that a relationship consists of two people. So it's important to take ownership for your own part when a relationship fails. Playing the victim role by putting all the blame on your partner will not help you learn the lesson and grow. There was a reason why you were attracted to an unhealthy partner to begin with. Counseling will help you understand the reason and help you heal your childhood wounds so you become healthier and choose healthier partners going forward. In summary, the good news is you are not the first to be involved in a narcissistic abusive relationship and won't be the last. So be comforted in knowing that I and many have traveled down this road of heartbreak and have not only survived, but have also successfully healed. The key is being patient with yourself, and time will eventually heal your broken heart. Someday, your tears of pain will dry as you smile again. And before you know it, your smile will turn into laughter. When you finally heal, you will look back one day with joy and be grateful for your narcissistic relationship, because you will discover that your narcissist ended up being one of your greatest teachers of self-love. May your journey always lead you to the path of self-love and happiness. And above all, may you realize narcissistic abuse is not the end of your world, but the beginning of hope, healing, and recovery. Okay? So folks, if you resonate with this video, please click like and click share. If you know of someone, if you're a parent and you have children that are going through a narcissistic relationship, please share this with them. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe so that you can be notified of all my future videos. And if you have any comments, please note that below. Feel free to share your experiences that you've had with the narcissist and the abuse that you've endured, and how you've actually healed from your abuse so that you can be an inspiration to others as well. Okay? And so thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. And until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye.